What's up, you guys? This is your girl, Queen Talks Crime, and I am back with another video. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. Thank you guys for supporting me and being here, you guys. Today we're going to be talking about Gabriel Fernandez and the Demon Duo. Okay. Some of y'all may have heard of this case, but this case is, y'all, it's heart-wrenching. So disclaimer, okay? This video is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. So educational entertainment purposes only, okay? I hate to even say entertainment purposes, but you know, it's for educational entertainment purposes only. All right. So Gabriel Hernandez, he was an 8-year-old beautiful boy. I mean, beautiful. He was born to Pearl and Isaro. For short, Esau. Okay. He stayed with Pearl's parents, okay, for majority of his 8-year-old life. Until Pearl decided she wanted to get Gabriel back. And that's where he remained the last 8 to 18 months of his life is with Pearl, where he was tortured, violated in the most horrendous way. Okay? So, mom came back. The grandparents, they fought. But it was a stipulation in those papers where it said mom could come back at any time and get little Gabrielle. Obviously, this hurt the grandparents tremendously. It hurts the grandparents so bad. And they tried to, visit, be in their life. Pearl shut them out. And then she got this crazy live-in boyfriend. Now, for those who want to know, where is Gabrielle's father? He was incarcerated at the time of Gabrielle's abuse. And one thing Gabrielle's father, biological father, says that he regrets. He said he regret that he wasn't there. He wished he was there. It's just so sad. So, I was asking myself, what was Pearl and Esau's issue with little Gabrielle? Why would you go to this extreme? Now, they had other kids in the home, but the target, the kicking bag, it was Gabrielle. Okay? 8-year-old beautiful boy. Handsome. They said they did all that because they felt he liked it boys. They hated him. They hated Gabrielle. So he was a target. He was a human trash can in that home, where his siblings had to see him get put in a box, locked up, not fed, no nourishment, abused in the worst way. So, the last day of his life, when he stopped breathing and was unconscious, 911 calls came in. Mom and Dad said that the son is not breathing. And of course, the dispatcher is going to ask, what happened, what's wrong. And mind you, they have many stories. One of the stories is he was wrestling with the other son and he stopped breathing. That's what Esau, and Pearl. Then later on, Pearl was telling the people in the emergency room he slipped in the bathtub. So many stories, right? But even if he slipped in the bathtub, that wouldn't cover his abuse from head to toe. Even if he was wrestling with his brother, that wouldn't cover the abuse from head to toe. Y'all get my drift? Okay. Now, let's go to the injuries that this beautiful young boy sustained. Depressed skull fracture. Let's stop right here and pause. Trigger warning. So if you are triggered by any type of abuse, you might want to click off right now, okay? The injuries, first of all, was in every part of Gabriel's body from head to toe. Starting with he had a depressed skull fracture. His throat was burned. Skin was missing. His whole body was covered in bruises. He had a cut above his penis, as if someone tried to remove it. Abrasion on top of his foot, like he has been dragged. Ligature marks, like he's been tied up. He had a bullet in his groin area. Bullet in a lung. Cigarette burns, like someone was putting out cigarettes on him, like he was a human ashtray. Burns, cuts, abrasions all over the place. Waterboarded repeatedly, being dumped in and out the water, while his siblings were banging on the door begging the parents to stop. All fingers was injured. He had rashes everywhere. Strangulation marks on the neck as well as, ligature marks. Bite marks. What do you get out of biting? I mean, they just really tortured this baby. But he had bite marks. Skull fractures. They pulled out 8 projectiles out of Gabriel Fernandez, out of his little body, from the BB guns. Okay? In order to do these cases, sometimes you can't let yourself think. Because if you let yourself go in to think, working in true crime, you will be mentally messed up. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Some cases are extremely hard, where I have to take breaks. In the past, I've had to take a break. Like the Kanika Jenkins case, I had to take a break. But you have to not let yourself get overthink or think about it. Because if you do, you won't be able to do your job. When EMS showed up, they reported, when they got, to the emergency room and talked to the police and everything, they reported that the boyfriend / stepdad kept repeating. Now, mind you, I want you to realize this. The EMS people, the boy's not breathing. They trying to, save his life. Compressions, mouth to mouth. And while they're trying to save little Gabrielle's life, the boyfriend is walking back and forth, telling him he's gay, he's gay, he's gay. He's G-A-Y, he's G-A-Y, he's G-A-Y. What? And it was almost like, I get from Esau, it's like something must have happened to him. Or he saw himself in Gabrielle. Or he had some type of attraction to Gabrielle. And he turned it into torture instead of essay gratification. But something is really seriously evil and demonic when it comes to Esau. I mean, because of the torture. They hated this boy. Pearl, why not send him back to the grandparents? It's almost like y'all wanted and y'all got so much out of torturing the baby. So while they're saving his life, he's not even thinking about that. All in his mind is, he's A-Y, he's A-Y, he's A-Y, he's A-Y, he's A-Y. And he's saying it out loud. So there has to be some type of issues there. Or he battling with himself, hating himself, and taking it out on Gabriel. I don't know, but he's not the only issue. You got Pearl, his mom. And at this point, I don't even want to call her his mom. How about bio mother? His bio mama is sick and twisted too. For you to sit there and allow something that you birthed out, you can see you're tortured so horribly. Why not send it back to your parents where he can get the love and affection that he was raised with? And have you ever thought that maybe that was just how your parents raised him? They're elderly parents. He's too young to know or to even comprehend what is G-A-Y, what's G-A-Y. He's too young. He does not understand that. But these two demons couldn't comprehend themselves that he's too young to even know what that is. To comprehend. He's too young to know what he liked. But that's their reason for doing what they did to him. The EMT said they never seen a body like Gabriel's. Never in their life. Ever. The teacher said he was smart. He was loved. Like in class, he was just a brilliant, sweet young boy. Sweet and smart. And mind you, all this time that his mother and his stepdad was doing this to him, he still would write notes at school saying how much he loved his mother. He loved her regardless of what they were doing to him. He still loved his mom. That was mommy. That was his everything, his world. He loved his mom. It's so sad. Teachers, neighbors, family were repeatedly calling CPS. There were over 60 complaints with CPS. 4 caseworkers were charged for child abuse, filing false documents. Now, obviously, the charges was dropped because they took it to the California Appellate Court. And the California Appellate Court had the judge drop the charges. A lot of people was upset. I'm upset because at some point, when do we hold when anybody's doing wrongdoing, whether it's cops, whether it's social workers, whatever, regular, ordinary people, when do we hold them responsible? Now, there's a lot around the world in a need for social workers. And this is what I say about officers, anybody, social workers, teachers, when you get no feeling and stop caring for the people that you're supposed to serve and protect, it's time to get out of that profession. These 4 CPS workers are falsifying documents, saying, yeah, they visited Gabriel Fernandez, never went to see him. Yeah, he's all right, and never went to see him. Over 60 complaints. My question to the CPS workers, okay, out of all the cases, you should, if you was gonna be that low down and trifling, at least go to the ones that really, desperately need your help. If you're gonna be that foul, how can you overlook the worst cases when your job is supposed to help get the child out of bad situations? When everybody in the world is seeing the abuse that Gabrielle went through, but y'all turn a blind eye. In my opinion, they deserve to be in jail. They should be charged with filing false reports. If not child abuse, okay, we understand y'all wasn't the ones to put your hands on the child. You should be charged with not even laying your eye on the child. But they did not put their hands on a child. But they should have been at least charged with filing false reports repeatedly on Gabriel Fernandez's case. Because if you would have pulled him out, he wouldn't be dead today. So in my eyes, y'all are complicit as well as Pearl and Esau. Y'all are very complicit, in my opinion. And in the law, y'all are complicit. You filing false documents. You have a hand in this case. So shout out to the DA for doing that. And there needs to be an example made. Because what you don't understand is, when you fail to do your job and a child gets hurt, everybody's at fault. Everyone's at fault. Everyone and that could do something but looked away, you're accessory. You are an accessory. So the DA was right to charge them. And that, I hope, made an impression and a statement to these other workers. Get it together. Do your job. If you have no feeling for it, get out of it. I'd rather have a shortage of social workers than a whole bunch of social workers that don't care about the children. Get out. And that's what I have to say about that. Get out. When the baby was brought to the hospital, he weighed only 40 pounds. An 8-year-old at 40 pounds. My 8-year-old is 97 pounds. So let that sink in. He was malnourished. He wasn't fed. He was made to eat cat litter. Cat litter. Mouth was dried out from the cat litter. Cat litter and their feces inside his body. Blocked bowels. Teeth rotted. And they pulled out some teeth. Can you imagine? They kept Gabrielle in a box. Like a cabinet, looked like cabinet square like box. Very small. And one thing in this case that bothered me, but he still loved his mommy. And Pearl betrayed him in so many ways as a human being. Screwed the mother part. She just betrayed him as a human being. Gabriel went to his mother, Pearl, and asked her, "Can you please leave Esau?" He was begging his mother. He was tired of being abused. He was tired of being tortured. He begged his mother. And you know what she did? She went and told Esau what Gabriel said. Knowing that he was going to beat him. That's what I'm saying. These two should get times 10 what they gave to Gabrielle in prison. And I'm telling you right now, they're getting it. Pearl already been beat in prison. Jumped. They deserve everything that's coming to them in that prison. And I don't feel no sorry for them. Not at all. And those caseworkers that failed Gabrielle, that turned the other eye, I hope y'all see him every time y'all close your eyes at night. I hope you see someone like him in the day. I hope you see him in your dreams during the day, at night, in the morning when you wake up. I hope he never stopped crossing your mind. Because everyone failed him. The demon duo failed him. Social workers failed him. Even when that baby went in to see a social worker, there was a security guard that spoke out, said he saw how beat up that boy was, and they allowed Pearl to leave with him. He went back and told them, "Hey, that boy needs some help. We need to get him some help. Like, he don't need to go home with her." They said, "People are ready to go home. They don't pay us for the overtime." So them not getting paid for just making a call, getting that boy out of the situation. was more important than saving his life. How foul is that? And he said, what, 7 days later, he read in the newspaper that Gabriel Fernandez was dead. Comment down and let me know, you guys, what y'all think of this case. Rest with the angels, Gabriel Fernandez. This is the case of the demon duo.